have joined another connect3 broadcast, and I'm delighted to share with you today. We are in week 27 of our 40-week study of Jesus Now. My heart desires from this time that we experience Jesus in this moment. One who is working in our best interest. One who is interceding with the good Father I shared with you about last week. So this is again week 27 in our Jesus Now study. So today's Jesus comes from a very familiar passage, John 11, 1 through 4. This passage recounts the story of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. It reveals profound truths about Jesus' power, His love, and mission. It also talks about Jesus' timing, how it reflects God's greater purpose. Think about that. When Jesus hears about Lazarus' illness, he delays going to Bethany, explaining that the sickness will not end in death, but it is for the glory of God. Think about how we would feel if that was our family. But Jesus operates according to divine timing, prioritizing God's glory and the strengthening of faith over immediate relief, even when His delay might bring confusion or pain. Remember, delay is not denial. Jesus balances divine power with human compassion. We see that in this passage. Though He knows He will raise Lazarus, Jesus is deeply moved by Mary's grief, and He weeps alongside of the mourners. Jesus wept. That demonstrates both His divine authority and His deep empathy, showing that God is not distant. He is not distant, but He's intimately present in our human suffering. Jesus reveals Himself in this passage as the source of our life. In His conversation with Mary, Jesus declares, "I am the resurrection and the life," calling her to believe what it is that He can do because of who He is. Jesus then shifts focus from an event to a person, Himself, inviting trust in Him as the source of both present transformation and eternal hope and life that is to come. Jesus displays His authority in this passage over death. He commands Lazarus to come out of the tomb, and Lazarus is resurrected to life. This act displays Jesus' power over death, the ultimate, final human enemy. But God defeats death through the power of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. It foreshadows Jesus' own resurrection and reveals the victory that He offers to all who believe in Him. So let's take a moment as we conclude and recap. Jesus does what we have talked about now. But in this context, God's timing serves a higher purpose. God emphasizes with our human pain And life is found, true life is found in Jesus. And He provides us victory over death in the here and now, that we might experience life now and might experience eternal life in the world to come. This passage calls believers to trust Jesus' timing, rest in His compassion, and place unwavering faith in His life-giving power, even in the face of death and despair. Let's walk this out as we encounter Jesus now, His resurrection power now, not just read about a story that happened as He raised Lazarus from the dead. Walk, my brothers and sisters, in resurrection life this week.